let's talk about something that needs to be addressed. Everyone online is chasing the expensive life, the designer bags, the luxury hotels, the first-class flights. But here's the truth. I've met women who spend thousands but still don't feel fulfilled. But I've also met women who carry themselves with elegance and make everything around them feel luxurious, even if they're drinking their coffee from their home instead of a 5-star hotel. Because expensive isn't just about a price tag. It's your mindset. It's your discipline. It's how you take care of yourself and others around you. It's the way you walk into a room, the way you make decisions, the way you lead yourself. So in this video, I am going to show you exactly how you can build a life that feels expensive to you without overspending, without pretending, and without losing yourself chasing the that girl aesthetic. This is about embodied wealth. So let's get into it. And if you're a woman who wants to get into sales, check out the link in my bio to learn how you can work with me one-on-one. So most people try and buy the feeling of luxury because they don't quite believe that they can embody it, or they don't know how. They think, once I make more money, I'll feel worthy. I'll achieve the lifestyle I want. But the truth is reversed. Your outer world always expands to match your inner standard. I'll admit, I felt like that for such a long time. As soon as I make X amount of money, everything will be fine. Everything's perfect. And don't get me wrong, money is fantastic and money can buy a lot of opportunities. But if you don't fix or if you don't work on your internal, the external won't matter. They go hand in hand. So when you start treating your space, your time, your choices like they matter, then everything starts to look and feel more expensive. Think about it. The most expensive things in the world all have one thing in common. They're not rushed. So if you want a life that feels expensive, you have to start by removing the chaos. So clean your environment, simplify your schedule, move slower. Now, I don't mean don't work hard. There are absolutely ways you can make your life easier so you are working smarter, not harder. You can't create high value from a frantic mind. You just can't. So some things that I do to help me with this is I time block my day. I have a clean working environment to go to every single day. I build a weekly to-do list, so I take the clutter from my mind and I put it onto paper. And I delegate tasks so I can spend more time on the things that I'm good at. So instead of trying to do everything, I delegate things to others or technology or whatnot that I'm not as good at, so I can spend time on what I enjoy and what I am best at. And for so long, I struggled with this. I was a control freak and I wanted to do everything myself. But it's so important to know that you can't do it all. And if you want to live a luxurious life and if you want to live a high value life, then there are sacrifices. Some things have to give. So this could be as simple as getting a meal prep service or meal prepping once a week so you're not spending every single day cooking. Or even getting a workout plan done. So you're not going into the gym, spending double time there because you don't know what workouts to do. It's just organization. It's just pre-planning. It could also be using an AI tool to plan out your week so you're not spending hours writing everything out. It's basically just thinking ahead and organizing yourself. These small things alone made a huge difference to my wealth inside and out. Because at the end of the day, an expensive life isn't about excess. Instead, it's about options. So for example, you choose quality over quantity. You say no more than you say yes. This doesn't mean that you have to stop wanting more. It just means you stop needing more to feel enough. So let's say if you want to make more money, it doesn't mean you have to stop wanting to make more money or feel guilty about it. But it's about working on your mindset so you don't end up telling yourself or selling yourself that you'll make this amount of money and then you'll feel enough. It's about becoming that woman on the journey and making the money in the process, if that makes sense. So for me, refinement started when I didn't buy things to prove who I was. And I started investing in things that supported who I was becoming. So for me, the first thing that I ever invested in was sales mentorship, which allowed me to become the woman that I am today. Upgrading one small habit could be your first step. Or finally setting a boundary that gives you more space to breathe. Whatever it is, just start. Just do that small thing, because that will be the momentum that will then compound. Because in my opinion, the real secret to a life that feels expensive is self-respect. Because you can't feel wealthy in a life where you keep betraying yourself, where you keep lying to yourself, where you keep saying yes when you want to say no, when you keep settling in the job that drains you, when you live your life for others and not yourself. And that is a hard lesson that I had to learn over a really long time. I kept on lying to myself. I kept on breaking my own promises, which was making me feel cheap, I guess, and worthless. A truly luxurious life is one where you feel safe, respected, and proud of the woman you're becoming. And it starts by lifting your standards, even when no one is watching. I always used to say, when I make this amount of money, I'm going to buy this thing or I'm going to do this thing. And reflecting back when I was thinking of this video, I thought I haven't actually bought those things or done those things because they were never really the purpose. I was lying to myself thinking that the materialistic things or experiences was what was going to make me happy. But I have the option to do and to buy those things and I still haven't, because it's not really ever about that. It's about the journey. It's about the woman that I've become and the confidence that I've built. That is the real luxury. So if you want your life to feel expensive, then treat your decisions like investments. When you want to start making decisions from alignment instead of insecurity, your life will elevate instantly. And that is the point. That is so important to remember, because the most successful women I know don't just earn more, they spend differently. They spend on experience that expand them, not distractions that numb them. They invest in their growth, their skills, their peace, because those are the things that make everything else possible. Like I said, whether that's investing to upskill yourself or investing to delegate tasks that are bringing you down or draining your energy. That is what is most important to build long-term wealth. So let's recap. A life that feels expensive isn't about something you buy. It's the you that you build. It's something that you build. Every choice you make, every boundary you set, every day that you show up for yourself, that's what's making your life and yourself feel more valuable. It's not about buying the luxury. It's about having the self-respect. And the irony is, once you start living this way, the money, the opportunities, the connections, they will all follow naturally, because life mirrors your standards. And I've truly learned that this year. Life mirrors your standards. So don't wait until you have more money to feel wealthy. Start being the woman whose life feels valuable right now.